got a gun. She got a gun too.
A protest involving more than 200 people in southeast Charlotte escalates, leading to 8 arrests, a road closure, and police using what appears to be riot gear. Thanks for joining us here at 11. A lot to get to. I'm Dedrick Russell. Now, this protest involving international politics started around noon, and police say everyone left the area just about an hour ago. CMPD tells us the group was protesting an event celebrating the government of Eritrea. Now, Eritrea is a country in East Africa bordering Sudan. The CIA reports the current dictator has been in power since the 1990s and is known to restrain the freedom of his people. Protesters also claim he violates human rights. Now, today's protests shut down part of Monroe Road. That's in southeast Charlotte. It was closed from McAlway and Alley Alliance Drive for more than 6 hours today. WBTV's Cam Gaskins has been on the scene all afternoon and evening watching this all unfold right in front of his very eyes. He joins us now from CMPD headquarters. Cam, first, we're glad you guys are okay. So right now, walk us through what exactly happened today and how it escalated in such a short amount of time.
Yeah, Dedrick, so our crew was out on the scene for about 6 hours today on Monroe Road, and I can tell you that all throughout the evening and the afternoon, the tensions, the emotions were incredibly high between the group that was protesting and the group that was being protested against. Now, all of this ended up culminating, kind of came to a head around roughly 8:30 this evening when we saw multiple law enforcement officers walking down the street in heavily protective gear to confront this group, and this was at this point was declared an unlawful assembly by CMPD. We want to show you this moment here of these officers walking down the road here, members of the Civil Emergency Unit marching down Monroe Road in full riot gear to disperse a crowd of protesters outside the Morris Costume Building. That's where the Eritrean event that was being protested was being held inside. Now, at this point, this is where we saw the most violence and physical confrontation, including, we're told, a tractor trailer that was set on fire by protesters and quickly put out by Charlotte Fire Department. We are told by CMPD tonight that at least 8 people have been arrested with charges ranging from inciting a riot to assaulting an officer. We're also told by Major Mike Ford that 2 firearms were recovered from detained prospects, and also that given the heightened emotions from both sides that you will hear here in a second, all law enforcement at the scene did a commendable job making sure the situation did not escalate into something more harmful.
So we have a number of frustrated individuals who would like regime change. Ultimately, the reason that the people are protesting is that they're advocating for regime change and more of a democracy within our country.
We are being protested against. We're not here to incite any type of harm. We're not here to provoke anybody. This was made for us, by us. They came on their own.
There were people that were armed in this crowd, and when we have a situation like this, you know, there's no way for us to be able to know who's armed, who isn't. The de-escalation attempts that we made, they just outstanding work.
So again, the key takeaway from this, everybody left this protest alive, and that's the big thing. This could have very easily escalated into something more deadly given the emotions and the fact that some people, as Mike Ford said, were armed at this point. He also went on to say that this is the first time to his knowledge that CMPD has had any issues or altercations with either of the groups involved in today's incidents, but he said the department will certainly be keeping a close eye on both groups to see if there's any potential for retaliation or any further events of protest or potential violence down the road. Reporting live.